Testing the spirits. We've all heard about it, but how many of us actually do it? Is there a need to? When is there a need to? How often should it be done? How should it be done? Most people today, it would appear, have heard of mediums. They go to them. They say they bring comfort, that they give them messages from their loved ones who have died. There are many who claim to be giving messages from people like Princess Di, Elvis Presley, and anyone else famous, all to entice you in, and because the more famous they are, the more money they can make from it. But how much of this is genuine? Is any of it from God? Or is it mostly from deceiving spirits that want you to think it's of God? Deceiving spirits and deceiving mediums most often, who know they're not genuine mediums, whose only intent is to lure you in to become addicted to going to more and more mediums for more and more readings. How many times have you ever been to one? Once? Twice? 3, 4 times? Or do you go constantly? If you've really been given that comfort that these mediums allege to give, they say that's what their work is all about, is bringing comfort to people. If you've been given comfort, why do you need to keep seeking it? If you know there is life after death, is it because God told you or because you paid a medium to tell you? Which one's likely to be most honest? Which one told you for free? And which one has charged you to tell you that? This is why testing the spirits is so important. Not just that, but people who profess to be visionaries, seers, who profess to be working for God at pilgrimage sites and passing messages that say about things to come unless we all change. That's all good and well, because yes, we do have to change. We all have to. Every single one of us has to change. And if we don't, there are going to be repercussions. We've already seen it happening. But how many of these alleged visionaries and seers are actually saying anything very specific? Or is it just generalised? How many of them say they have tested the spirit that alleges to have come to them to see if it's a genuine one or not, if it's a deceiving one or not? How many people listening to these visionaries and seers are testing to see if that person's genuine? Are they really listening to the words and questioning what is said? Or are they just believing blindly because the words Jesus and Mary may have been used? Are they believing blindly just because priests and nuns are going to them? Because they too haven't bothered testing or listening to the words properly. They haven't questioned it. They too have believed blindly just because it's being worded in ways that they think sounds genuine. But most often it isn't. And that's where we have real problems today. That's why hardly anybody is what they profess to be. That is why we're seeing people walking away from God so much today. They're all walking into false religions, false ways. I'm not saying to believe in God you have to belong to a religion, because you don't. Too many people are worshipping religions, worshipping Jesus, worshipping Mary. They're forgetting God. God as a whole. God in his entirety. And none of these people are telling you that to become more spiritual, you need to dig deep within you. Not look at others, look at you. Everything in your life, dig deep. They should be teaching you how to nourish your soul. They should be telling you specifics that can be proven, and those specifics should come true 100% of the time. They should not be generalities that anybody can say. They shouldn't have a hit and miss record of some that comes true, some that never ever does. It should all be proving to come true. It doesn't have to happen immediately. It's frustrating when it doesn't, I know, because I've been given many predictions to pass on, as many of you already know. But they have to be seen to all be coming true, and they have to be specific. Test the spirits, and if anybody is genuine, they would be happy to see you testing them. They would be happy to be questioned. They would be happy to see you not believing everything they say willy-nilly. That stands for mediums, psychics, visionaries, mystics, seers, whether they're from Orthodox churches, Orthodox religion, whether they're from no religion, or whether they're all this New Age spiritualist thing that calls up everything it shouldn't. Whatever it is, test the spirits. And you can only test by checking every single time. Have you had comfort? Have you been able to shut that door and walk away and feel at peace, at rest? You know your loved one's safe. You don't need to keep disturbing the dead as God tells us not to. You're happy now to walk away and know they're safe in God's loving arms. You don't need to keep going to a medium to tell you that. Test the spirits, and not just of the dead, but especially of the living.